Phi Phi obviously has a lot to say.
I mean, if you want to act all foolish in front of the cameras, we could. But you said yourself it's not personal, it's drag.
Welcome to MsMojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the tensest showdowns between drag race queens in the workroom.
Miss Coco, you're gonna have to do a little bit more pink in the eye.
Well, you concerned about what's going on over here when you need to be worried about what's going on over there.
Number 10, Davina DeCampo versus the Vivienne.
Vivienne, if you had won the reading challenge yesterday, would you have still picked the same team?
I would have picked you.
Halfway through RuPaul's Drag Race UK Series 1, it was clear the crown would come down to Davina DeCampo and the Vivienne. After DeCampo's frock destroyers crushed the girl group challenge, she began feeling undervalued, particularly by the Vivienne.
I think maybe her choreography might be a bit more fresh.
And yet, ours was the one that won.
I have more skills than any of these other bitches, and yet apparently I don't exist to Vivienne.
When DeCampo called her out on this, it led to an unexpected blowout.
I've spent the past 15 years choreographing shit, directing stuff, writing music.
The Vivienne admitted that she had been judging DeCampo based on her persona outside, which was nothing more than, quote, a red wig and a silver dress.
I'll be 100% honest with you. Now that I've seen you here, you are 20 times the drag queen you are in the outside Wales. Because for the past 10 years, I've seen Davina in a red wig and a silver dress.
While DeCampo had every right to be offended, the irony of several red wigs perched behind her made the moment unintentionally hilarious. Still, she refused to be underestimated. 4.5 octaves, 5 languages, and all. Number 9, Bosco versus Lady Camden.
I want Saltine.
I also want Saltine. It feels like very much my vibe. I embody Saltine, and I am also putting my foot down for her.
Sometimes the most dramatic moment of the Rusical episode is the scramble for parts, but this one just escalated into full-blown chaos. Lady Camden had been critiqued by the judges as being too laid back, so the lead role of Saltine was her opportunity to shine. There was just one little problem. Bosco also wanted Saltine, and neither was budging.
Saltine has loads of lines, and I feel like I'm gonna have no problem with that.
You sure aren't, because you're not gonna have them.
You'll just have to watch and see.
Soon, what should have been a simple matter devolved into a circus of mind games and snide remarks. When it came down to a vote, Willow cast the tie-breaking decision in Bosco's favor, leaving Camden pissed.
Okay, I see them equally for Saltine, but for Mama Z, I do see Camden more.
So your answer is Bosco for Saltine.
But while she lost that battle, Camden ultimately won the war, stealing the show as Mama Z and proving that you don't need the lead to actually lead.
Welcome to the Moulin Rule, where drag rules as king, queen, and everything in between.
Number 8, Heidi N Closet versus Coco Montrese and Candy Muse.
Heidi, girl, I'm already under the bus. I don't need you to roll it and drive on top of me. Like, that's not what sisters do. That's not what family does.
Returning for All-Stars is an opportunity many queens would kill for. So when season 12 fan favorite Heidi N Closet voluntarily quit All-Stars 8, everyone was shocked. But it was pretty understandable given the circumstances. Coco Montrese had bombed the Snatch game, but instead of owning it, she blamed Heidi for trying to volley with her.
Really hurt. I'm not even gonna sit here in front with you. I was really devastated last night.
I want you to be real, and I appreciate that you're being real with me.
Kahana is going through it, but girl, Heidi was playing the Snatch game just the way God intended.
Then, things quickly went downhill when Candy Muse piled on, accusing Heidi of making up a story about her planning to oust frontrunner Jimbo. To make matters worse, Alexis Michelle, the one person who could back Heidi's story, conveniently changed her tune.
I nodded because Candy said that to me.
I said I'm gunning for her.
No.
So then?
Clearly someone was lying, and all fingers started pointing at Heidi. Tired of their trickery, Heidi decided enough was enough.
Honestly, no, we don't have to vote tonight. I love y'all.
No,
Heidi. No, I love y'all. I can't do this. I can't do this. I love y'all.
Number 7, Roxy Andrews versus Jinx Monsoon.
Not all drag is comedy.
I take comedy very seriously. Comedy is not poking fun at drag. Like comedy.
It's not funny to me.
Throughout the season, Jinx Monsoon shattered expectations, edging out more seasoned queens to secure a spot in the finals. One queen who didn't take kindly to this was Roxy Andrews, and she made her disdain crystal clear.
Jinx does not deserve to be here. No offense, Jinx, but I know what they were saying about looking 70 because you did look a little older.
But that's how Jinx Monsoon would have looked.
Jinx had managed to avoid any major confrontation thus far, but things boiled over during their final episode in the workroom when Roxy made a last-ditch attempt to rattle her.
So what has been your favorite moment throughout this competition?
Seeing you in the bottom two.
Jinx turned the heat right back on Roxy, calling her out for being immature and bitter. For Roxy, it was a calculated move to throw Jinx off her game and allow her to snag the crown.
For you to just discredit all my work, it just shows how immature and bitter you are.
I can't hear you, I'm blow drying my hair.
Needless to say, it failed. Instead, Jinx's uniqueness and determination carried her to a well-deserved victory. Number 6, Bob the Drag Queen versus Derek Barry.
I did get told that my performance was phenomenal, which you didn't get told.
All right.
Derek, I think you just missed the point, but it's not a big deal.
Okay, well, I don't know if there was a point. It's just Bob talking.
Season 8 was packed with big personalities, each vying to make their mark. That scramble for the spotlight was the perfect recipe for conflict, most notably between Bob the Drag Queen and Derek Barry. After Bob threw out a snide comment, Derek called her out for stealing her moment and claimed that she wasn't one to shade other queens.
I don't see that I do that.
I can't wait till you do it again. It'll be like 5 minutes.
That was obviously a lie, and even Derek knew it. It didn't take long for her to revert to her true self, taking a swipe at Bob's style of drag and immediately proving her point.
Hey, Bob, if I want to do ratchet drag next week, can you give me any tips?
If you want to do like memorable drag next week, I can give you some tips.
So all I need to do is not wear a wig and I'll be told by the judges that I'm pretty?
Derek's attempt to outsnark Bob ultimately proved too toxic for even her to handle. And yes, that was a Britney reference. Number 5, Alyssa Edwards versus Phi Phi O'Hara.
I don't feel that I should go home because of one challenge. That's how I feel.
I know that normally we do one-on-ones. In my case, I don't know if I really need to do that.
Phi Phi O'Hara didn't exactly win hearts during her first stint on Drag Race. So when she returned for All Stars, she was set on changing everyone's minds. But that resolve only lasted until episode 4. After Alyssa Edwards' elimination, Phi Phi took the opportunity to air her grievances about the judges' favoritism towards her.
I am sick of hearing them say, you can wear shit on stage, but it's okay because you're Alyssa. It really bothered me.
Little did she know that Alyssa was listening from behind the two-way mirror. The reveal was a full-on face crack moment. Alyssa didn't hold back, calling Phi Phi out for trashing her behind her back, while Phi Phi claimed she was simply playing the victim.
All right, you can play the victim, go ahead.
Being a victim of what, girl? I just sat right there and heard everything you had to say. And you didn't say none of that to me. I was just in the room with you. We grown folk, but okay.
This moment had Alyssa convinced that Phi Phi's villain portrayal on her original season couldn't just be blamed on the edit.
Everything I heard and knew about her, I'm glad she validated it.
Number 4, Derek Barry versus India Farah.
This shade is all real. It's no wonder you work at a place called Piranha in Las Vegas, because with those teeth, you're a walking billboard for them.
While much of the drama on Drag Race stems from events on the show, sometimes alongside their exquisite gowns and towering wigs, queens also bring some unresolved conflict from home. Case in point, Derek Barry and India Farah.
What's going on?
Hi.
Hey, girl.
There's only one queen I don't get along with, and it's India Farah.
The Las Vegas performers immediately butted heads due to a past incident where India was fired from a nightclub gig, which then went to Derek's partner and fellow drag queen Nebraska.
India got fired from Piranha.
I quit Piranha.
If you quit, why do you need to say, this establishment will hire anybody now?
And it did.
Apparently, India had called Nebraska a, quote, pig in a wig, and the latter responded with a number insulting her. This was quite an explosive way to kick off the season, and we can only wonder how their feud might have escalated if Derek hadn't been eliminated after the first episode.
You're two-faced, and I don't with two-faced people.
Number 3, Vanessa Vanjie Mateo versus Yvie Oddly.
Before I was trying to be at least cordial, like I was cool with Yvie. But now I know we just need to just let it go.
Don't worry, girl, I won't be giving you any more unasked for advice. I'll just let you be in the bottom.
This brawl was so intense that it spilled over from Untucked into the next episode. Vanessa Vanjie Mateo and Yvie Oddly had already sparred backstage over the former, saying she would send Yvie home if she was given the chance.
Okay, what else are you gonna repeat?
Whatever I feel like repeating, bitch.
By the time they returned to the workroom, tensions between them were still running high. Yvie tried to explain that she was only trying to help by giving her honest opinions, but to Vanjie, it just seemed like she was being two-faced. With both queens having larger-than-life personalities, their disagreement quickly escalated into a full-blown shouting match, as if the winner would be determined by who yelled the loudest.
It's not a good look acting like that. Not at this age, no ma'am. I wanted to apologize to you.
Number 2, Alyssa Edwards versus Coco Montrese.
Girl, look how orange you look, girl.
Few drag race rivalries can top that between Alyssa Edwards and Coco Montrese. Just in case you haven't watched the show, Tamar, their feud began long before season 5, when Alyssa was forced to relinquish her Miss Gay America crown to Coco, the runner-up, for allegedly failing to fulfill her duties.
But Coco, I heard that you went around everywhere and badmouthed me, saying I couldn't fulfill my reign. You got on your face, hold on, let me finish, but see, you're doing all that and you're not even being fair to me.
I am being fair to you. I'm listening to you.
Their first attempt at patching things up in the Draggle Rock episode was a disaster, with Alyssa accusing Coco of shedding crocodile tears to garner sympathy.
And the Academy Award goes to...
Tensions flared again just 2 episodes later when Alyssa mocked Coco's signature orange makeup, sparking one of the show's most memorable quotes.
Miss Coco, you're taking it personal. I'm joking.
Oh, now I'm not joking, bitch.
You gonna call me a runner-up? You ain't never won nothing.
The drama was so entertaining that both queens were invited back to compete on All Stars 2.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Sharon Needles versus Phi Phi O'Hara.
You obviously won the goddamn challenge. Because of me. Because I told you to go in your closet and dig out that goddamn gothic look.
The season 4 winner and runner-up could not have been more different. Sharon Needles was an unconventional spooky goth queen, while Phi Phi O'Hara repped the more polished pageant style of drag.
And for any one of those high-class, gown and crown pageant queens that ever gave me a raised eyebrow, who's laughing now?
I figured Sharon would win this challenge because I picked a character for her that she can excel in.
Their opposing aesthetics clashed from day 1, but things hit a breaking point in episode 4. Sharon had just won the previous episode, where Phi Phi, as the team leader, had pushed her to embrace her signature spooky persona for the infomercial challenge. Sharon, however, saw this as an attempt to box her in.
Oh, I have one look? Tired-ass showgirl.
Showgirl, at least I am a showgirl, bitch. Go back to Party City where you belong.
When she confronted Phi Phi about it, things erupted into an all-out war. Both queens took digs at their respective styles of drag, resulting in one of the most unforgettable exchanges in Drag Race history.
The future. Jesus is a beast queen.
Which of these workroom fights can you never get tired of rewatching? Let us know in the comments below.
I'm just always last on the list with you.
Huh?
Because you discounted me. You didn't think that I had any, voguing skills.
I was gonna pick you
next. But not as a choreographer.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.